This is part 2 of a demonstration of sharpening this chisel, and I've got my little wheel thing here. It'll clamp on to the chisel and it'll hold it where when you roll it across here it'll have an exact angle here. So anyway, this piece down here is a hunk of granite that somebody was throwing away, and I took a few pieces and glued wet and dry sandpaper on here. This is 220 grit, and then I put some feet on the bottom, so it'll slide around here. Well, so it won't scratch up things. Anyway, so with the wheel on here, I can sharpen this guy up and get that edge polished. See how close I got the angle. Looks like it's rubbing, or it's taking off metal back here, which is not really what I want. I'm going to have to change this so it's a little steeper. So later on what I'm going to do is make a jig for this thing. Just a little thing with a couple of blocks of wood so I can get this where it sticks out just the right amount. That way I can make it repeatable. Oh, the other thing to watch out for is make sure it doesn't get in there crooked. If this thing is twisted, it's going to grind off more on one side than the other, and that's not going to help. Alright. Okay, that's taking metal right off the edge itself. Oh, another thing. If I had this to do over again, which eventually I will because the sandpaper will wear out, I'm going to take this sandpaper and glue it where it runs right along two edges. So that way when I go to do things like hit the back side, the paper will be all the way to the edge of the granite, and I can get the whole thing. Right now I got to extend it out there a little ways with this on there to get the back edge. But well, you can mostly see from the shine. It's like the last about an 1/8 of an inch or so is what it's actually where the metal's coming off right now based on this angle. So that's why I definitely need the jig later so I can get them where they're all at the same angle. Anyway, I'm going to work this over a bit more on this grit and then I'll get out the other pieces of this that have a finer and finer grit to them, and we'll get it up to eventually where it'll have a mirror polish.